Hello everyone, welcome to another informative video with your AstroVed astrologer Vijay Lakshmi. This video is dedicated to Saturn. As Shani Jayanthi, that is Saturn's birthday, is fast approaching on May 19th. Your AstroVed astrologer Vijay Lakshmi has decided to answer frequently asked questions about Saturn during her consultation. So stay tuned and you will get a lot of information about Saturn with her in this video. So, on this note, I would like to welcome Vijay Lakshmi to this session. Namaste, Vijay Lakshmi.
Namaste.
The first question to you, Vijay Lakshmi, is what is the role of Saturn in shaping our life? And what is the general impact of Saturn during Sadhe Sati, 4th house Saturn, and 8th house Saturn?
I will split my answer into two parts. First, I will explain Saturn's role in our life. Saturn plays an indispensable role in shaping one's life. From a commoner perspective, Saturn is the most feared among the 9 planets, who can bring challenges and obstacles in one's life. By giving hardship, Saturn elevates the life of a person. I would say Saturn can lead us to spiritual growth and wisdom. Saturn is the planet of discipline, and which is a very essential quality in life. He represents duty, commitment, and patience. He makes you learn from the karmic lessons he taught to plan your actions for improving your finances, career, and fortune without blaming the consequence of the past efforts. Now, I will answer the second part of the question. I frequently get this question during my consultation. Many ask this question. What is the impact of Sadhe Sati, 4th house Saturn and 8th house Saturn? Everyone gets scared during this transit of Saturn. Generally, Saturn is called as Karma Karaka, the task master. By transiting the moon sign, the sign before and after the moon sign, the 4th house from the moon, and finally the 8th house from the moon sign, Saturn will slow down your progress. These transit placements of Saturn are like speed breakers on a road. According to the karma of an individual, Saturn in these placements will teach some valuable lessons to be learned by the individual. However, the Dasha Bhukti plays a significant role of bestowing the result of the transit Saturn. With good karmic balance, Saturn in these placements will enhance the positive results. So, I recommend performing good actions to create good karma. Performing a small good act daily is essential to get into these good books of Saturn.
Thank you, Vijay Lakshmi. That was a fantastic explanation. My second question is what are the good placements of Saturn in a birth chart?
In Vedic astrology, the houses of growth and prosperity are called as Upachaya Sthana, Upachaya house. Saturn placed in all these Upachaya houses, that is 3, 6, 10 and 11 houses, is considered very strong. The 3rd house deals with efforts. Saturn in this house will help you to put persistent effort, leading to success. The 6th house signifies health and enemies. Saturn in the 6th house bestows good health and help you win over enemies. The 10th house is the house of profession, name and fame. Without Saturn's blessing, nobody can gain promising career and fame. Finally, the 11th house is the house of desire fulfillment. Saturn takes control of this house because our desire and ambition should be reasonable. Not only that, Saturn has particular aspects. In Vedic astrology, Saturn, Jupiter and Mars are considered outer planets. And these planets have been given special aspects. Interestingly, their special aspects are related to their domain. Since Mars represents property and land, he has been given special 4th aspect. Unexpected gains and accidents cannot happen without Mars. So Mars has been given special power to control it by its 8th aspect. So Mars has 4 and 8th aspect. Likewise, Jupiter represents 5th house of progeny and 9th house of luck. So Jupiter has a special aspect to 5th and 9th houses. Finally, Saturn is known for his persistence and perseverance, karma and action. The third house represents efforts, and the 10th house is the storage of karma, which is why Saturn has the third and 10th aspects.
Wow, that was an interesting information, Vijay Lakshmi. My third question is how and why Saturn and profession are connected.
In Vedic astrology, Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius, the 10th and 11th house in the natural zodiac, respectively. The 10th house is the karma house, and the 11th house signifies desires. The sign Capricorn's symbol is Makara, which is a crocodile, which is important treasure of Kubera. Likewise, Aquarius sign's symbol is pot, where in the olden days it was in the pot the treasures were stored. Interestingly, both the signs of Saturn are connected to wealth. Not only signs, but even the Saturn ruled stars are having connection with wealth. Saturn rules the star of wealth, Pushya, symbolized by lotus. Anuradha is Lakshmi's birth star, and Uttarabhadrapada, one of the symbol is snakes guarding money. Saturn, the ruler of wealth stars, helps you understand that one can attain permanent wealth through Saturn's quality of being consistent and persistent. Coming back to profession, the 10th house has been assigned to action and career, that is profession. In the natural zodiac, Saturn, the natural ruler of the 10th house, is the lord of profession. Saturn dispenses karma, so he is the strict disciplinarian who monitors all your actions and rewards you accordingly. You need good karma to get into a good profession. With hard work and perseverance, you can become successful in progressing in your life. These innate qualities of Saturn are very much required for a person to enjoy good profession and succeed. This is how Saturn and profession are connected.
Thank you, Vijay Lakshmi. I did not realize this connection before. That was an information for me. And thank you so much. Before proceeding to the fourth question, I have a question for you personally to ask. And this question will also help our viewers who are viewing this session. My question is, what are the practical lessons one can learn from Saturn? And the fourth question, which our member had asked you, is please share some interesting stories about Saturn from the mythologies or sacred texts.
Okay, I will answer your question. Since it is birthday special video of Saturn, I will share his birth story. Focus on your goals. Saturn helps to slow down and think deeply to convert the learning from your trials and tribulations experienced in the past into strategic planning to succeed in achieving your goals and aspirations. Capitalize opportunities. Saturn gives life lesson by giving you opportunities and learning from them. You need to embrace the opportunity and use them to the fullest to witness progress. Show gratitude. One way to easily get into the books of Saturn is to be humble and to be thankful for the blessings. Saturn blesses one who shows gratitude for all they have and share with others. Finding solutions. All problems have solution. The taskmaster Saturn can make you see the solution rather than focus on the problem. Saturn can make you revisit your problem and help you overcome them. Evaluate and set practical goals that you can achieve. Saturn, the ruler of houses of actions and wish fulfillment, can help evaluate personal and professional goals and set practical goals. Learn to control. Saturn is all about setting boundaries. If you see the areas of life which it needs control and boundary to be kept are all under the control of Saturn. Understand the value of money and control your spending. Let go of negativity. As I said earlier, Saturn is about showing gratitude and being thankful. So Saturn can teach you to let go your negative thoughts and energy holding you back and stopping your progress. Be unbiased. Finally, Saturn teaches us to be unbiased. Be it one of the Trinity, a king or a commoner, Saturn gives the result of their karma evenly without being biased. Likewise, we can shine bright if we can follow that in our life. Everyone knows the birth story of Saturn, however, some might not be aware of his siblings and his birth details. Let me share it. As you all know, Saturn was born to Surya and Chaya Devi. Tapati, Shravani Manu, Yama, Yami, Ashwini Kumara, Shraddha Deva Manu, and Revanta are his siblings. Karna, born to Surya and Kunti, is also considered as his sibling. According to the scriptures, Shani was born on Amavasya Tithi, that is new moon day of the Vaikasha month in the star Revati. Since we have discussed Sadisati in the first question, let me share the related story quickly. Honest and truthful King Vikramaditya had a conversation in his court about the greatness of planets and laughed at listening to the story of Saturn. This came to the knowledge of Saturn, who waited patiently to make him realize his mistake. King Vikramaditya reaped the result of his bad act during his Sadisati, that is 7.5 period. He lost his kingdom and was separated from his wife and children. He lost his courage, skill, and charm and became crippled. From a king, he became a laborer working at menial jobs. During this period of Saturn, the king who lost everything realized his mistakes and asked for forgiveness from Saturn. Upon completing the 7.5 period, Saturn was pleased and willing to give a boon. The great king asked Saturn not for his kingdom or family or to regain his health, but instead he asked him not to afflict people to the extent he was tested. Saturn, moved by his selfless act, gave back what he lost during his period and granted him with what he has wished.
Thank you, Vijay Lakshmi. We need not fear Saturn during Sadisati period. Since this video is turning into a big session, let me ask you a final question picked from the frequently asked questions from our members. The question for you is, what are the common remedies for people running Sadisati, 4th house Saturn, 8th house Saturn, and Saturn Dasa Bhukti, that is major and minor planetary period?
Yes, time is running very fast. I will share the simple and practical remedies that one can do at home. Feeding the destitute and the needy is considered the highest of all charities. Performing selfless act of donation to them can get you into the good books of Saturn. The sacred text Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17, verses 20, confirms the same. Datavyamati yaddanam diyeti nupakarine deshe kale cha patre cha taddanam satvikam smritam. Meaning of the sloka: donation done to the worthy person at the right time and right place without considering any return is said to yield good result. In Vedic astrology, Saturn is described as physically challenged and eunuch. Helping physically challenged and third gender people is important, especially who are running Saturn Dasha or Bhukti, Sadisati, that is 7.5 Saturn, 4th house Saturn, and 8th house Saturn. If you do not have the financial power to do charity, praying for others or people whom you know or for the world's well-being can be done.
Thank you so much, Vijay Lakshmi, for your time. This was an interesting session for me, and you had answered a lot of questions about Saturn and shared beautiful stories and information about Saturn. I hope our members also feel the same. And happy Shani Jayanthi to you and your family. And we wish all our members a happy Shani Jayanthi, and we incorporate all the learnings which Saturn gives us in our lifetime. Thank you, Vijay Lakshmi.
May Saturn, who is comfortable placed in the second best position during this birthday, bless you and your family from relief from his malefic effects and accomplish goals and manifest success. Namaste.